Have you ever wondered what it truly means to age well? We often hear stories that focus on a decline in our health, in our happiness, and in our overall well-being, and we often accept those narratives as inevitable truths. But what if I told you that some of your best years could still be ahead of you, even after the age of 70? What if, instead of accepting the story of an inevitable decline, you were to take control of your own narrative and embark on a path that is focused on vitality, joy, and overall well-being, no matter what your age? What if I told you that longevity was so much more than just about how long you live, and that it's actually about how well you live, about experiencing every moment to its fullest, and about creating a future that is full of vitality, joy, and freedom? It's not just about adding years to your life, but about adding life to your years and taking full advantage of all of the potential of this time. Today, we're going to challenge common assumptions and explore the secrets to a long and healthy life after 70. We're not talking about some magic potion or unattainable ideal. Rather, we are going to explore the practical, tangible steps that can help you not only live longer, but also to live with greater energy, joy, and purpose. We'll explore the science, the strategies, and the personal stories that will empower you to take control of your health, your well-being, and your overall experience of aging. It is time to redefine what it means to age and to claim the power you have to create a longer, healthier, and happier life. Our society often tends to portray life after 70 as a time of decline, limitation, and inevitable health problems. We hear so many stories that focus on the challenges of getting older, the aches and pains, and the limitations that we must accept. And all too often, this negative portrayal becomes the dominant narrative that we internalize. And when we internalize that story, we also accept those limitations. We see older adults portrayed as being frail, passive, and in need of assistance. We see that many people start to believe that they are destined to live out their later years dealing with chronic pain, with decreased mobility, and with various other health problems. This belief not only shapes how we view ourselves, but it also limits our potential. This view robs so many of their joy, their peace of mind, and their sense of empowerment, and it is a narrative that we must seek to change. It's important to acknowledge that yes, our bodies change as we age, and this is a completely normal and natural part of the aging process, and there will be certain limitations that you may have to work through, but it does not mean that the overall trajectory is fixed. There is so much more to aging than simply accepting limitations and succumbing to the narrative that we have inherited from our culture. In fact, when you see this time as an opportunity to make new choices, you will find that it is a time of infinite growth and possibility. The limitations that we see do not have to be the whole picture of what aging looks like. There is also so much joy, vitality, and opportunity to be found when we reframe our approach to growing older. It is time to challenge this common belief, to embrace a new story, and to recognize that life after 70 can, and in fact should be, a time of purpose, vitality, and continued joy. It's time to change the narrative, to shift away from this mindset that centers on limitation and decline, and move towards one that recognizes the power, beauty, and potential of aging, and to begin taking an active role in our own future. It is no longer enough to simply be a passive participant. Instead, we must become proactive and make a conscious choice to engage in every moment with intention, purpose, and joy. Aging is not a disease, it is a journey, and we can choose how we walk along that path. You can choose to focus on what you are losing, or you can choose to focus on all that you are gaining. You can choose to focus on the things that limit you, or you can focus on all of your strengths and all that you are capable of achieving. And while it is true that some things will change, you have the power to shape that journey for yourself. It is time to move away from the idea that we are simply at the mercy of age and genetics, and to realize the power that we have to positively influence our health through the choices that we make every day. It's about choosing a mindset of empowerment, about recognizing your agency, and about understanding that you are more than a number. You are a whole person who has so much love, life, and light to share with the world. When you reframe your view of aging, you are embracing a more positive and powerful story. It's a reminder that longevity is not just about living a longer life. It's about choosing to live a better life. It is about embracing all of the potential that you have for growth, for self-discovery, and for joy for the entire journey, whatever stage you may be in. It's about understanding that every day is a gift, and it's about choosing to embrace it to the fullest. So, how do we rewrite this narrative? How do we move beyond the myths and choose a path that leads to greater health, happiness, and longevity? The answer lies in understanding that our lifestyles have a profound impact on how well we age, and that the choices we make every single day will shape our future health for many years to come. We often underestimate the impact of the small and consistent actions we take each day and how they accumulate to make a greater impact on our long-term well-being. The truth is that, while genetics may play a role, they are only one piece of the puzzle. We are not just the products of our genes, we are also the product of our choices. There is so much that we can actively control. There are 6 key areas of our lifestyles that, when prioritized, can create a life that is full of health and vitality, that can transform our overall sense of well-being, and that can empower us to live our lives to their fullest potential. Over the next, while we will explore the power of a whole foods diet, of engaging in regular exercise, of nurturing our minds, and of valuing the strength of social connections, and also the importance of managing stress and prioritizing sleep. And most importantly, we will learn that these are all interconnected, and that when we choose one, we also choose them all. It is a synergistic relationship that is designed to support your health, your vitality, and your happiness for many years to come. These secrets are not about complex or unattainable goals. Rather, they are about simple and effective choices that can be integrated into your daily routines, creating a more joyful and sustainable life. It is about claiming your power and about understanding that you have the ability to write your own health story. It is time to move forward with hope, with intention, and with a clear vision for the future. Let's begin with the foundation of a long, healthy life: the power of a whole foods diet. Food is not just fuel. It's the very building blocks of your body, and what you choose to put into your body will have a profound effect on your overall health and well-being. This is not about following some restrictive or complicated diet. It's about making informed choices that prioritize whole, unprocessed foods, the foods that naturally support your energy levels and that nurture your overall health. A diet that is packed with fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats is rich in essential vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber, all of which are needed by your body to function properly. These whole foods do not contain the harmful artificial ingredients that are found in so many processed and packaged foods, and they work synergistically to support every aspect of your body, preventing chronic diseases and supporting all the systems that help you stay strong, vital, and healthy. Fruits and vegetables are packed with antioxidants that will protect your cells from damage, and they're also rich in vitamins and minerals that are essential to overall cellular health and provide a wide variety of beneficial ingredients that will help to support your well-being. They also provide the nutrients that allow your body to both repair and regenerate, as they are the building blocks for our cells, which are constantly being made and remade throughout our bodies. Lean protein sources like poultry, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and tofu are essential for maintaining muscle mass and for supporting your overall physical strength. Whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, and oats provide sustained energy, and they are packed with fiber that also supports digestive health. Healthy fats from sources such as avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil support brain health and also help your body to absorb vital nutrients. When you choose whole foods, you are not just feeding your body. You are also supporting your long-term health and well-being. The science behind this concept is simple. Processed foods that have been stripped of all of their natural goodness are often packed with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients, which will all undermine your health and contribute to chronic disease. Whereas whole foods will nourish your body and provide all the elements that it requires to perform at its best. And this isn't just about what you avoid. It's also about embracing what you can choose to nourish yourself with. It's about making more intentional choices about the foods that you choose to eat and taking the time to prepare meals that are not only delicious, but also supportive of your overall health and well-being. It's about moving beyond the idea of food as simply sustenance and to embracing food as a source of nourishment, joy, and connection to your own body and to those that you share it with. Now, let's move from the power of nutrition to another essential pillar for a long and healthy life after 70, movement. Exercise is not only valuable for physical health, but also for overall mental well-being. So incorporating movement into your daily routine is one of the most powerful tools available to you, particularly as you age. And please do not think that this means that you have to undertake strenuous workouts. Rather, it is about moving your body in a way that feels both pleasurable and enjoyable. When you choose to move your body, you are not just strengthening your muscles, you are also protecting your bones, improving your balance, supporting your circulation and boosting your mood. And all of these things come together to support better health and a better overall experience of living. By simply moving your body each day, you are creating the opportunity for vitality, joy, and a greater sense of overall well-being. It's not about pushing yourself to extremes or forcing yourself to do things that are not enjoyable. It's about finding activities that are both appropriate for your current abilities and also enjoyable and sustainable for the long term. It is about discovering what works best for your body and your mind, and also finding those activities that you can commit to doing consistently over time. There is so much value in a wide range of options, but it is also important to listen to your own body and to understand what works best for you. Walking is a great place to start, as it is accessible and enjoyable for most people and has so many benefits, including improving your cardiovascular health, strengthening your leg muscles, and also boosting your mood. Swimming is also a fantastic low-impact exercise that is suitable for people of all abilities. Yoga and Tai Chi improve your flexibility, balance, and strength, while also helping you connect with your inner self. And light strength training helps to support the strength of your muscles, which will improve your overall mobility. The science behind the benefits of exercise is clear. Research shows that regular physical activity can reduce the risk of chronic diseases, while also helping to slow down the aging process. Exercise supports cell regeneration and reduces inflammation, and also stimulates your brain and improves cognitive function. It is important to understand the powerful impact that even small amounts of movement can have on both your physical and your mental well-being. It's about moving your body in a way that feels good to you, that supports your long-term health and well-being, and that you can look forward to doing on a regular basis. You are more likely to commit to something that you enjoy, so focus on making exercise a part of your daily life that brings you pleasure and connection. And over time, you will begin to find that not only is your body stronger, but you are also feeling more joyful and alive. Now, let's turn our attention to a pillar that is equally as important as diet and exercise, and that is often overlooked: mental and cognitive well-being. Our minds are just as powerful and just as valuable as our bodies, and nurturing our minds is as essential as tending to our bodies, and this is particularly important as we age. So, let's delve into the various practices that can support cognitive function, that can prevent decline, and that can help you maintain a healthy mind throughout your entire life. Just as we need to exercise our muscles, it is also essential that we also challenge our minds through mental stimulation, and that we continue to learn and grow throughout our entire lives. It is important to seek out activities that challenge your mind and that also give you joy, that you can incorporate into your daily routine. It's about choosing activities that you find stimulating, engaging, and also a little bit fun, because when you're enjoying the process, you're more likely to stick with it. Reading is a powerful way to expand your knowledge, to challenge your perspectives, and to stimulate your imagination. Puzzles and other brain games can help to keep your mind sharp and focused. and learning a new skill, whether it's a language, a musical instrument, or a craft, will help to promote lifelong learning and to engage your mind in new and exciting ways. These are all ways of challenging your brain in a manner that is both enjoyable and stimulating. When you engage in activities that challenge your mind, you are actively supporting brain health while also preventing cognitive decline. Scientific research has shown that these activities help to build new neural connections, maintaining the brain's ability to adapt and to learn. When you keep your brain active, it helps prevent those age-related cognitive changes, such as memory loss, slower processing speeds, and other cognitive problems. Prioritizing mental stimulation isn't just about preventing cognitive decline. It's also about enriching your life and about making a conscious choice to create meaning and purpose in all that you do. It's about embracing lifelong learning, about continuously seeking new knowledge, and about making a commitment to keeping your mind active and engaged in the world. It is just as important as physical activity and is something that you can choose to prioritize in your daily life. It is about supporting your whole body, mind, and spirit. Now let's turn our attention to a pillar that is fundamental to the human experience and yet often overlooked: the vital role of social connection in your overall well-being and longevity. Because we are not designed to live in isolation, and we thrive through meaningful relationships and a sense of purpose. Social connections provide emotional support, reduce stress, and contribute to overall happiness, and they are a crucial element in living a long and joyful life. Meaningful relationships with friends, family, and your community create a vital support network. These connections provide a sense of belonging, a feeling of being seen, heard, and appreciated for who you are. When you have people that you can rely on, you will find that life is not only more joyful but also more manageable. Humans are social creatures, and it is through these relationships that we can find meaning, connection, and overall happiness. When you are socially engaged, you are also more likely to be involved in activities that are meaningful to you. Those activities that give you a sense of purpose, that help you contribute to something larger than yourself, will create a profound sense of joy. This doesn't have to be a grand, expansive, or highly structured project. It is often found in the smallest of moments. It can be through volunteering at a local organization, through teaching a skill to someone new, or simply by being there to offer support to a friend or a loved one. The science behind the importance of social connections is undeniable. Studies show that strong relationships and a strong sense of community can reduce the risk of heart disease, dementia, and depression, and can even help to improve your immune system. These social connections are not just about having someone to talk to. They are about having people that truly see, know, and understand you. They are a vital aspect of overall well-being and something to prioritize whenever possible. When you are connected to your community and engaged with others, you are reducing the feeling of isolation, you are increasing your sense of self-worth, and you are living a life that is both meaningful and purposeful. It is not just about your personal well-being. It's also about the importance of seeing ourselves as interconnected parts of a larger whole. It is about making a conscious effort to create connections and to maintain relationships, as well as understanding that this is a vital aspect of a long and fulfilling life. Let's now discuss a crucial aspect of well-being that has a profound impact on both our physical and our mental health: stress. We've talked a lot about what we can do to support our health, but it is equally important to understand the impact of stress and to implement healthy strategies for coping with its effects. We are all likely to experience periods of stress. It is a natural part of being human, but chronic stress can have a particularly negative impact on the body and, if left unaddressed, can contribute to the acceleration of the aging process. Chronic stress can lead to a whole host of problems, including inflammation, weakened immunity, increased blood pressure, and many other health conditions. While some stress is a natural part of life, chronic stress can damage your cells, preventing your body from functioning at its best. It can also deplete your energy, undermine your mood, and rob you of your vitality. It can often feel all-consuming, but there are a variety of tools that you can use to counter its negative impacts. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is by incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine, taking just a few minutes each day to tune into your inner state. When you practice mindfulness, you are actively creating an opportunity to center yourself, to connect with your emotions, and to experience a sense of peace. Deep breathing techniques are another tool that can help you to activate your body's relaxation response, helping you to calm both your mind and your body. Yoga is also a great way to combine physical movement with mental relaxation, and it is an ideal way to relieve tension and to cultivate a more balanced state of mind. And it is important to remember that these are just a few examples of ways to practice stress management, and there is a wide range of different options that you can explore and that will be of benefit to you, both in the short term and the long term. It's about making the conscious choice to prioritize your mental health, about listening to your body and being responsive to its needs, and understanding that you do not have to cope with these challenges alone. Finding ways to cope with stress is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of strength, and it can lead to a calmer mind, a stronger body, and a more joyful life. It is about recognizing the impact of stress and choosing to prioritize your overall well-being. Now, let's discuss another crucial element for overall health and well-being, and one that we often do not consider to be as important as other methods: sleep. It is a process that may seem passive, but it is an active form of self-care, and our bodies rely on quality sleep to repair, regenerate, and to function at their very best. It is not just the amount of sleep that is important, it's also about the quality of that sleep, about having restful and restorative rest that will allow you to wake up refreshed and energized. Unfortunately, sleep problems are increasingly common, and the impact of sleep deprivation on our long-term health is undeniable. When we are unable to sleep, our bodies will not be able to properly restore themselves, which contributes to chronic inflammation, weakened immunity, and an increased risk of cognitive decline and other health problems. Prioritizing sleep should be at the top of everyone's list, regardless of their age, as it's not just about rest. It's about cellular regeneration, and it's about enabling your body to function at its best. One of the most important steps you can take is to establish a regular sleep routine, going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, as this helps to regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. It is also important to create a relaxing bedtime routine that promotes sleep, avoiding screens before bed, and focusing instead on things like reading a book, practicing gentle stretching, or having a warm bath. When you choose to prioritize your sleep, you are also taking a conscious step towards greater vitality, energy, and overall well-being. Sleep is not an indulgence, it is a necessity, and it's a foundational habit that supports every aspect of your health. When you are sleeping well, you are also showing up in your life more fully present and more joyful, and it's a reminder that sometimes the best thing that you can do is simply allow your body to rest, so that it may have the opportunity to heal and regenerate. Now that we've uncovered the secrets to a long and healthy life after 70, it's important to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Everyone is unique, with varying needs, and it is so important to create a plan that is specifically designed for your unique needs, abilities, and aspirations. Instead of comparing yourself to others, or striving to achieve something that may not align with who you truly are, it is far better to begin with self-compassion, to take a realistic assessment of your own situation, and to take control of your unique journey. Start by reflecting on where you are, where you would like to be, and the steps that you may need to take to get there. What changes do you feel most excited to implement? Which habits align with your values and your goals? It is helpful to look at your diet, your exercise habits, your mental health, and your social engagements, and to acknowledge both your strengths and also your areas of potential growth, and to do so without judgment. It is not about beating yourself up for any perceived failings, but about creating an actionable plan for moving forward. This process of self-assessment should be gentle and compassionate, and you should approach it with a sense of curiosity and with a desire for progress, not perfection. This is your journey and you are the one in control. So begin creating your plan by honoring your own unique needs. And when you take the time to reflect on the areas where you would like to make changes, do not be afraid to start small and to build up over time. Sustainable change is about making progress slowly, consistently, and at a pace that you find comfortable. It is also important to set realistic and achievable goals so that you can celebrate your progress and maintain your momentum, and that you should only set goals that truly excite you. It is important to make choices that feel aligned with your overall vision for your life. It is about choosing activities that bring you joy, that are easy to integrate into your daily life, and that make you feel energized rather than depleted. It is about remembering that every change that you make should support a future that is full of possibility, vitality, and lasting joy. And most importantly, that this entire process is designed to empower you, to make you more aware of all that is possible for you, and to support your individual needs. Now, let's move on from making a plan to creating a foundation of action, routines. It is the foundation on which your plan will stand. It is through routines that we move from simply talking about what we want to do to actually implementing these changes in our lives. Routines are essential to creating sustainable change, and by making your healthy habits a part of your everyday life, you make them easier to achieve and more likely to be sustained in the long term. When you establish routines, you can more easily incorporate healthy eating, regular exercise, mental stimulation, social engagement, stress management, and adequate sleep. And routines will make it far easier for you to prioritize these things, making them an integral part of your daily life, rather than simply things that you have to try to fit in when you have a spare moment. You are essentially creating a system that supports you, rather than working against you. It's like building a solid framework for your days that makes them feel more manageable and intentional. When you prioritize creating and maintaining routines, you are actively making a commitment to yourself, you are building patterns that will support you over time, and you are taking charge of your future, one small step at a time. You can also transform your approach to chores, making them feel more aligned with your personal goals, rather than simply an obligation. It is a way of taking back control and of transforming what may seem like a difficult journey into a series of easy and actionable steps. Routines will transform these habits from something that you should do into something that you choose to do, and will provide you with the structure that you need to maintain consistency over time. You might choose a routine of exercising in the morning, to prepare a healthy lunch each day, to set aside time in the evenings for reading, to connect with friends regularly, to practice a form of stress reduction every evening, and to set a clear bedtime routine. You have the power to choose what you include in your routines, and you are also in charge of how you implement them, ensuring that they feel both joyful and supportive of your overall needs. It's also important to acknowledge that, as you walk this new path, you will inevitably face challenges and setbacks, and that it is completely normal to experience times when it feels difficult to maintain your new routines. This is not a sign that you have failed. This is simply a part of the overall process, and it is in these times that you must choose compassion towards yourself and to remember that your journey is not linear. Rather than becoming disheartened by these obstacles, you can choose to approach them with a sense of curiosity and resilience, seeing them not as reasons to give up, but rather as learning opportunities and as invitations to reevaluate your strategies. There is a great deal of value in the detours, as they can often provide new insights and new ways of approaching the challenges of life. When you experience a setback, do not let it derail your entire process. Just because you miss a workout, have a craving for a less than optimal meal, or struggle with sleep one night, this does not mean that you have to abandon your overall goals. Instead, focus on getting back on track the very next day, and understand that every single step forward, no matter how small it may be, has value and will move you in the right direction. It is also important to be kind to yourself during these times, remembering that progress is not about perfection, it is about consistency, and it is about making a conscious decision to support yourself on the journey, no matter what you may encounter along the way. This is your process, and it is about choosing self-compassion rather than self-judgment. This is not only key to creating positive habits, but it's also an essential element of self-love and self-care, which are absolutely vital to every step of your process. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, I want to emphasize the need to listen to your body's wisdom. What works for one person may not work for another, and so the key to success is not about trying to copy someone else's approach, but about creating a path that is uniquely designed for you. This is the ultimate key to creating a healthy and sustainable approach to aging. Your body will often provide you with signs when something is not working. It will tell you if you are overtired, if you are eating something that you shouldn't, if you are pushing yourself too hard, or if you need to rest more. And it is only when you truly listen that you can begin to make the choices that are most beneficial to you. The ability to tune into our bodies is a skill that we must cultivate and will help us to navigate our health journey with greater wisdom and discernment. It is important to approach this process with an open mind and with a willingness to make adjustments as needed, and to understand that change is not a sign of failure, but a sign of adaptation. Your body is not a machine that requires a rigid set of rules. It is a complex and dynamic system, and it requires you to be constantly listening and constantly adjusting to the signals that it is sending you. Therefore, it is essential to continually observe your own energy levels, your stress, and the quality of your sleep, and to make adjustments to your daily routines that better reflect your needs. When you practice self-awareness and reflection, you are able to make more informed decisions that will support your overall well-being, and it is through this process that you can become more attuned to your own unique rhythms, and you can also create a more balanced and sustainable approach to your health journey. You are unique, and your path to health should also be unique, and should also change as your needs change. It is about embracing self-compassion, it is about listening to your body, and it is about making the choices that you feel are aligned with your overall vision for your life. As we bring this journey to a close, let's take one final moment to review what we have learned today and to remind ourselves of the various secrets we have unveiled, the secrets that can unlock the door to a long and healthy life after the age of 70. And these are not just about physical health, they are about overall health, vitality, and joy. We've explored the transformative power of a whole foods diet, emphasizing the importance of choosing nutrient-rich foods to nourish your body. We've recognized movement as a medicine, highlighting how regular physical activity can support strength, balance, and overall well-being. We talked about the importance of nurturing the mind, understanding the importance of mental stimulation and lifelong learning, and we discussed the need for meaningful social connections and a strong community, recognizing the value of purpose and human interaction. And finally, we addressed the importance of stress management and quality sleep, which are both essential for supporting our mental and physical well-being. These 6 secrets, when approached with consistency, intention, and self-compassion, have the ability to create a future that is both longer and more joyful. It's not about focusing on the things that we may have to avoid. It's about embracing the actions that support our health and that bring us the greatest amount of joy. It's essential to remember that aging is not a passive process, and that you have the power to make choices that significantly impact your health and your overall well-being, no matter what your age may be. It's about choosing to step into your power, to take the reins of your health journey, and to recognize that every moment is an opportunity to make a conscious decision towards a more vital, joyful, and authentic life. You have the power to rewrite your narrative, to step away from the common belief that limitations are simply an inevitable part of getting older, and you have the ability to embrace a more empowered, hopeful, and authentic approach to the journey of aging. And when you make these choices, you are not only transforming your health, but you are also transforming your mindset and your overall experience of life. This power of choice is not just about avoiding certain things, It's about choosing activities that are meaningful to you. It's about choosing connections that enrich your life. And it's about choosing to nourish yourself in every way possible, from the foods that you eat to the thoughts that you think. It's not just about what you choose to avoid, it's also about what you choose to embrace. And this is all within your control. So I want to extend an invitation to you all to embrace the power of choice, to embark on your unique journey towards a healthier and more fulfilling life after 70, and to see this stage as one of opportunity, growth, and lasting joy. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, and you have the potential to make a positive impact on your life and on the lives of those around you. I invite you to share your experiences, your insights, and your questions in the comments section below. What secrets did you find most inspiring? What changes are you planning to make in your own life? And how can we all support one another as we embark on this path to a long, healthy, and joyful life? I am also going to include links to helpful resources and articles in the description below, so please do not hesitate to explore them and to use them as a guide for your journey. And if you are seeking a deeper sense of community, please share your own stories and perspectives with others and connect with like-minded people as you embark on a life that prioritizes health, vitality, and happiness. And as always, if you found this video valuable, and if you want to continue to support the creation of similar content, I'd like to invite you to share this video with your friends, family, and anyone else who you feel may also benefit from these teachings. You are welcome to share the knowledge that we have explored today. Also, do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you do not miss any future content and that you remain a part of our community. You are welcome here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for joining me today and for making the conscious choice to explore your potential and embrace the power that you have to create a life that is not only long, but that is also full of meaning, purpose, and most of all, joy.